We started 4 o'clock with the Jeffco sheriff saying they believe they now have the man who was preying on women who were hiking on trails across the county since April.
They made the arrest last night after 2 women said they were approached by the man while hiking the Beaver Brook Trail. That's up I-70 near the Chief Hosa exit. 9 News reporter Steve Steger reports sheriff's deputies were determined not to let him get away this time.
So this is just the beginning of the Beaver Brook Trail that we're on right now.
Comes out here for peace.
Just connecting to the nature that's at the core of all human beings.
What she encountered Tuesday night on a hike with her friend and her friend's husband was anything but serenity.
This guy passed us, and he seemed a little bit strange. He didn't make any eye contact. He didn't say hello. He didn't reply to hello.
Moments later, they heard a woman screaming. Exactly. Then that woman came running up to them.
And she was telling us about what seemed like an alleged attempt at a sexual assault. So we immediately helped her call the police. She didn't have reception, so we used one of our phones.
Another female hiker came up with a similar story about a strange man. They helped her call police too.
We were on it very quickly. Lots of resources, 25 people in a very short period of time.
Jackie Kelly with the Jeffco Sheriff's Office said after similar encounters in April, June, and July at Jeffco parks, they had a plan. The next time they got a call, swarm the area.
The MO of this suspect is that he wasn't going to stop until he was caught.
They were looking for the guy very diligently.
Jeffco Sheriff called their friends at Denver Mountain Parks. They swarmed the area, put up drones, sent in plainclothes and uniformed cops, and had plenty of vehicles. After searching for 2.5 hours, they found someone.
There was a short foot chase, and we did take him down at gunpoint.
They arrested 20-year-old Glenn Braden shortly after. They've since connected him to 7 other encounters.
We're happy to report that Jefferson County trails are a safer place to be today because this guy's in custody.
Kashia's now glad that she took that trail on Tuesday.
Definitely more comfortable and more at peace knowing that we can come back onto the Jeffco trails and not feel in danger.
It will make for much more peaceful hikes for everyone else.
He's in jail, and that's the place for him to be right now.
Braden's being held on 3 counts of unlawful sexual conduct and 5 counts of indecent exposure. Both of those are Class 1 misdemeanors. Police aren't releasing his photo right now because they're still using it in photo lineups for victims. He is linked to attacks in Three Sisters Alderfer Park and Flying J Ranch.
Yeah, we've been reporting on this for a while, Steve, and scary stuff. Mostly women that are alone that got approached by somebody. Thank goodness all these women work together, too, with law enforcement.
Yeah, Kashia says, you know, they passed this man, but at the time they were a group with a man with them. So they think that's why the man walked by so quickly. And these other 2 female hikers who came up to them afterwards said they were both alone at the time when this man approached them, which would go along with that MO from the Jeffco Sheriff's Office.
Well, the hope now is that a lot more hikers can rest easy. We'll see what goes from here. Thank you, Steve.
Let's take a live look outside on just a picture-perfect day. Kind of a relief after yesterday. Not too warm, not too cold. It's just nice.
Yeah, not expecting any storms tonight. Of course, things have been tough. Kathy, we talked about the weather in just a couple of minutes, the heavy weather that hit out east. But for now, glorious day here in the metro area.
Yeah, we all get to breathe a sigh of relief. A picture-perfect summer day, not just in Denver, Tom, but across the state. No thunderstorms on the radar, and we haven't been able to say that for weeks. And the storms that developed yesterday in northeastern Colorado, we had expected that area to be the area for dangerous storms to develop, and several tornadoes, golf ball, baseball, softball-sized hail. The weather reports coming in really pretty unbelievable. And what a difference a day makes when you have sunshine today, blue skies, and temperatures below average in August. That's unusual. 83 in Denver, 78 in Colorado Springs, 83 in Greeley, 75 in Steamboat. Humidity values have come way down. Winds are light this afternoon, and we'll continue to see that trend with the exception of some of the higher passes, Kenosha Pass, Loveland Pass. This is the current radar view, and I had to bring the view way out to see any thunderstorm development close to Colorado. We're seeing that around the Four Corners. There's an isolated little storm that just moved to the south of of Burlington, but pretty quiet, and the threat for severe weather is outside our state's border for tonight and again tomorrow. So wonderful news. You can make those outdoor plans, enjoy your evening, your dinner on the patio, and any hiking and biking that you might want to do tomorrow. Temperatures in the 80s now until the dinner hour, then dropping into the 70s. Coming up, we're going to talk about a drier weather pattern that'll take us right into next weekend. Yes, we'll talk about that weekend forecast in just a bit.
Thanks, Kathy. Today, a family in Colorado called the storm that came through yesterday insane. Look at their home. This is some of the worst damage Sky 9 found this morning after 2 tornadoes hit Yuma yesterday. This place is just southwest of the Yuma airport. The owners even got a ride from a different chopper to see the extent of the damage themselves.
Well, our Corey Reppenhagen also got a first-hand look at the damage today and talked to the family that lives there. He joins us now live from Yuma. They were smart, hunkering down in the basement when that weather was rolling through, Corey.
Yeah, you know, this spot right here just south of the town of Yuma, you saw this is where the major damage was from that tornado. And this property here took that direct hit from a large violent tornado. We have trees all around this property that are completely uprooted or snapped in half by these violent tornadic winds. We also have outbuildings here on this one property that are completely leveled. One large outbuilding there has significant damage to it. There was a 3-car attached brick garage that was completely knocked down by those twisting winds. And while all this was happening, while the tornado was dismantling this home behind me, 3 kids were in the basement and rode the tornado out underneath the stairs wearing bike helmets.
It was insane because one moment the house is there and then you come upstairs and you can see the sky in your living room and everything is demolished. It was unlike anything I've ever seen in my life.
16-year-old Kennedy got her 2 little brothers downstairs just in time. Her parents were at the hospital in Ray visiting grandma after knee surgery, and they were on the phone with the kids the whole time while watching the tornado on a live video stream from a storm chaser. The home, 2 outbuildings are complete total loss, and the family also believes that their only source of income, their corn crop, will also be a complete loss. But the family of 5 is all safe and sound, trying to figure out what their next move will be for them. And right now, people out here from the Yuma community have shown up to help them put the pieces back together. But you talk about bad luck. The family just got home from vacation, and they say that their truck was stolen out of the lot at DIA this weekend, so they're also down a vehicle tonight. Reporting in Yuma, meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen, 9 News.
Yeah, a lot of bad luck there, and also the good luck that everyone's okay, considering when you see the damage done.
How violent this was.
So,
it was a tough storm.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we hope something good comes their way soon. The people of Yuma are wonderful. Hopefully they'll help each other out.
Yeah, you know, but can you imagine just the elation that the father, Clint, had when he got to the property finally and saw his kids safe and sound out there in the front yard? He just explained it as just a complete elation. He didn't really care about all this damage that was happening behind him. It's just that they were all safe.
Yeah, hard, fast lesson in priorities. They knew what was important. All right, Corey, thank you.
Denver is laying out its plan to house 1,000 homeless people by the end of 2023. Mayor Mike Johnston wants the city to house 500 people without building additional housing and house another 500 people in shelters where they'll get their own rooms, mainly at hotels. The city also plans to create 500 micro-community units that would go in hotel shelter parking lots. City Council does need to vote to extend the city's state of emergency before it ends August 21st.
Minnesota Timberwolves guard Anthony Edwards is going to have to pay a hefty fine for the outburst after Minnesota was eliminated from the NBA playoffs here in Denver at Ball Arena. You may remember Edwards was accused of swinging a folding chair and hitting 2 Ball Arena staff members. Well, neither employee was seriously hurt, but today the NBA fined him $50,000. It was back in April when he was initially charged with third-degree assault. Those charges were dismissed last month. Let's take a live look at our CDOT camera along I-76 up near 96th in Commerce City. Traffic, well, there's not much of it. It's moving along just fine. That was not the case this morning. At around 11 a.m., CDOT had to close the eastbound lanes because there was a fire between 88th and 96th. This video from a backup on I-76 this morning. We are still trying to get more details on the cause of the fire.
Drivers on I-25 near Fort Collins had to dodge a boat this morning. Colorado State Patrol says about 5 a.m. a truck towing the boat hit a bump in the road. The boat came off the trailer and was stuck in the northbound lanes. It took troopers about 2 hours to finally get it off the road.